I, all right, cool. All right, so last night sucked. The, you know, the more I think about Marathon, the more I want to play it, but at the same time, like I don't want to play it. I think it's gonna be one of those games that like I play. It's like a love-hate relationship where I can see the potential in that game, but I don't want to. I don't know. It's just not my. I'll be playing more of Marathon, but I don't know. Like it seems like the kind of game I should. I'm gonna probably just play it solo. I don't think anyone else is gonna buy it than I am. But I kind of just want to just like if I want to chill, man. If I'm like, man, it's been a rough night or a rough day or whatever, I literally all I want to do is want to go home and just play my damn retro games, man. They're so good. The retro games, stuff like Session. Um, I gotta find a modern game that fits into that like slot too. Like I remember I was coming home from work. I think it was like what like a year or two ago. I'm saying what because I believe I streamed almost all of Death Stranding, and that game was so good. But it was the kind of thing where like I would come home from work and just hop on it and play it for maybe like an hour or two or 8. Didn't really matter, like whatever time I had, and it was cool. All right, I've got Time Splitters here. I've got Time Splitters 2, I think over here, and Future Perfect. Let's see if this loads. I don't even know how to set this up properly on here. I need to go back and add a bunch of like Turbo Graphics games and stuff on here. They're on here, but they don't like run right. Like Big Box recognizes that I have the games, but I can't like open them. Oh, look at that. That's always good, right? Hmm. We'll skip that. Let's start with let's go up here. Let's see. What are we playing? Bonnie, we gotta find the surprise at Dinosaur Peak. Let's see if this works. Hopefully it does. Very strange how the GameCube is the one that's not working. I gotta change the setting in there somewhere then. I don't think this is the no, this isn't the board game. I got extra hands. Man, I'm so tired. It's been such a long day. So last night, walked the dog. Everything happened. Those shenanigans happened. Pebbles, Pebbles, where are you? Bonnie, have you seen Pebbles? All right, so last night happened. I ended up having to walk the dog in the rain, and then some German shepherds were like in the middle of the road, and my dog got scared, so I had to literally carry him home while these dogs followed me the rest of the way. Um, Sucked. It sucked. But as a result, I'm running on like an hour and a half of sleep. That's it. Um, Had to, set up a lot of stuff for my shift today, like run a bunch of stuff. It was not the best day to get by on like an hour and a half of sleep, but it is what it is, man. I got through it. But now, again, it's starting to hit me. So we'll see. Obviously, I should play Ghosts and Goblins because I want to throw my controller in through the window. When I think of Ghosts and Goblins, I think of this version. Like I know the arcade version is there, but that's not mine. The only reason I remember getting this is I bought it for Nintendo because I had heard people mention the name before. I was like, "What's Ghosts and Goblins?" It was like 1999, 2000. The rental store I used to go to, I've mentioned this a million times before, but they were getting rid of all of their old games, and it's like 99, 2000, so they got like, PS1, Dreamcast, maybe a handful of Saturn games, like N64 stuff, like nothing older, original PlayStation, of course. But when they brought the games back out, like they would put these games in an end cap. They would have Nintendo games. The deal was like Nintendo games were $1, 16-bit games were like $3, and then like CD-based games were like $5 each. So I would just go up there, and I think I got a Nintendo from my cousin's dad. It's a weird situation. Anyway, he had a Nintendo, so he gave it to me because the one I had from being a kid, it was gone by that point. And I remember seeing Ghost and Goblins was the game I definitely went on my way to get because they had it there, and I got super excited. I was like, I got Ghost and Goblins, I got like Kung Fu and a handful of other games that I heard older kids talk about. And I remember playing them, like, man, this game right here in particular, like, I would mess around with it, but it's so hard. And then, of course, later on, I heard, like, oh, this is the bad version. But I don't know. This is the one I played. So, this is the one I played first. I think by the time I got this game, I was already messing around with emulation, but still, like, either way, it's a Nintendo version. I think this is also around the time I found out about MAME, which blew my mind. Like, emulation, I was coming to grips with. Like, man, emulation is so cool. You can play old games on your computer. When I found out about MAME, my entire, like, worldview changed. I wasn't just finding out about MAME. It was like, alright, so, the games that look better are gonna, take up more memory. Sure, I get that. I understood that. I can accept that. But it was crazy when I realized, like, oh, The Simpsons, like, the Simpsons arcade game was, like, what is it, like, 3 megs? Like, I was thinking the game was gonna be, like, 25 megs. I was using dial-up 2 to download these games, so... I got the ninja daggers. Dinger, dinger, ninja daggers. I used the turning shot. Take out Firebrand. Disappointing. I did that to myself, though. That's what it is. It's user error. That's me being tired and trying to play a game. Of being exhausted. It's like I know what I wanted to do, but this is not Mario. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Get the knife. Whatever happens, get the knife. At some point, I had convinced myself this part of the game is rough because it's on ice. It's not because it's on ice. It's because you have to. They're the little tiny imp things, man. They're the worst. All right. These things here, I don't remember what. I feel like my strategy is go. Just get out of here. Shoot. Oh, come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, back when I used to play Ghosts and Goblins, there was a guy, his name was Corn Pop, man. Hey, Corn Pop. Call him Corn Pop because, yeah. Anyway, yeah. You gotta get the money back, like we did in Ghosts and Goblins. That'll show him. Gotta jump across the ice bridge. It's the only way to save Greenland. These things, that's right. I forgot they poop. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I just assume they're like pooping down and avoid the poop. The demon poop. Troll poop. Man, the fact that you can't jump, like you can't adjust your thing in midair is like, I see it. It's all good. Whatever. We're good. We're good. Let's see if I can play Tekken while I'm tired. Actually, let's see if Tekken 5 even works. I think that's on here. This is one of those games that, like, I got a soft spot for Tekken 5. Tekken 5 was when I finally, like, learned how to play Tekken. What's happening? The arcade I was going to all the time, Tampa Lanes, when this game came out, I think they bought a machine, and it was whatever, you know, just mess around with it every now and then. Most people were playing whatever games they're into, so at that arcade, surprisingly, there were a ton of people that were still into SBC Chaos because it was new, but there were more people that were playing CVS2 and MVC2. I was all over the rhythm games and racing games. But they got Tekken 5 in, and they had Tekken Tag, and like nobody touched it. And Tekken 5 had if you look at the machine, on the side of the machine, like where the control panel is, there's like a spot where you can plug a PS2 controller in it. So for the people that didn't like using sticks, you could just bring your controller to the arcade, and that was a romp. It was a blast. Good times, I swear.
The King of Iron Fist Tournament 5. Kazuya Mishima. Kazuya. Get ready for the next battle.
Asuka. Kazuya versus Paul.
Round 1. Fight. You win. Round 2. Fight.
Everybody did too.
You win. Get ready for the next battle.
Marduk. Everybody's favorite.
Round 1. Fight.
Favorite sage. Favorite sage.
You win. Round 2. Fight. You win.
All right.
Get ready for the next
Well,
battle.
Scream hasn't been
Round
that long. I
one.
just wanted to see this one even
Fight.
see what they're gonna show up on here. Hey, what's up? Alright, sure. Sure. Downside to that emulator is I gotta redo the controls so they work with the controller I have. Right now it identifies the Legion Go as player one, and I can't really switch that as far as I know. That's a problem with a handful of things I played. Just Tekken. Good old Burnout 3. What's in here? Hmm. Soul Calibur 2, Smash. Yeah, let's get this thing muted. Let's get some copyright notices. If this works, it might not work. Nope. There was a game called, I think it was like Little Prince Story or something like that. I remember it was, people were going crazy for back in the day. There's not, I don't know. I don't feel like there's like a ton of games that are locked to Wii that are actually like worth playing. Everything that was like on there that is interesting. It's stuff like, Wii Sports or whatever, and you need a Wii remote to do that. So Silent Scope, Soul Calibur. Hey, it's time to make some crazy money. Are you ready? Here we go. Choose your cabin driver. I got my portable hard drive is like it was something that my mom wanted. Her photographer that she was using at the time talked her into getting it, and it's like a terabyte. And he was, you're gonna do this for all the pictures you're gonna take for your website, and like she used maybe like I don't know, maybe like a gig or two of like photos, like people that she had like modeling clothes that she was making. Um, I use the rest of the hard drive for movies. It's like nothing but movies on there. And the idea was like, oh, it's a portable hard drive, so I can take it somewhere else. Hello. You have to tell me sometime how to pronounce that name because I don't know if it's Ghost or Ghost.
この戦いには絶対に勝つ。
Man, this game here used to be Friday nights. Like before I moved to Florida, when I got my friends to check it out, like we would spend so much time playing this. There's like teams or do like stream or something. It was one of the ones on like PS2 or something. But we would look at this second. Maybe I can switch it here. We would pick who's gonna be on a team and just do like mini turns. Like it might be like 6 people sleeping over or whatever, and just kind of me. So this is like perfectly combinated. It was this mode right here, the tag battle. Tag battle is so cool. Story is whatever. The story in the game is terrible.
誰にも邪魔はさせない。行くぞ。Get ready, fire! やっ。はい。ふっ。はっ。やっ。
I forgot this game has a button called free. Yeah. It's funny because, a long time ago, like when the 360 was around, one of the complaints was like, man, if only they made like co-op games. Like now there's so much co-op games. Like, what am I gonna have over on my couch? Weekends for me for a while in high school was we would do LAN parties. This is like the early 2000s. And I have fond memories of like walking to a friend's house and then realizing we didn't have enough tables, and like because I had extra space, a lot of times I would like host the LAN parties at my place. My parents would like carry me through. So I remember walking like 1/4 miles to this dude's house carrying a table like 10 o'clock at night. I had extra people that kind of showed up last minute, and I expected I had to set up that. And then spending like, I don't know, like hours in the night trying to figure out how to get everybody to see each other on the network. Every time, like everyone just like figures to do that good. I'm hoping it's easier now, but I haven't been to a LAN party in like 20 years. The closest I went was,
まだまだこれからよ。
house.
Get ready.
Like staying there for maybe like a week or something. Like 2007. But again, that's almost looks like 19 years ago.
KO.
Oh my god, she's got him in the figure four.
Winner.
Oh my god, his leg is broken.
今日はよく眠れそう。
二人でどっかしけ込まねえか。
自分の顔よく見てよ。Get ready.
See this fight? Blazing Saddles. So the last time I think I was hanging out with this guy, that like a LAN party situation. So I lived up here. I was living in Florida. These are people I moved from Florida.
Get ready.
When I graduated high school, I wasn't planning on it, but like we ended up moving to Philly. So I ended up getting a bus down there. Ended up staying for a while. I took a Greyhound bus. Maybe that's what it was. I can't explain this, but I was able to bring almost my entire. I had the rock band when it came out. I had the drums, 2 guitars, and a microphone. I was able to like pack all of this stuff in like 2 bags and carry this with me all the way down to Florida. And we were at a LAN party, and I think we were playing like Counter-Strike. Like Counter-Strike. I love derailing LAN parties with the dumbest things. So for me, I hooked up Rock Band because I didn't want to play the but you guys are gonna know. Like I heard about it, but I hadn't tried it, and that ended up being the entire night. Everybody was taking turns in this game. And like he wanted to be like the singer. And this back in the games were like big. No. Peachtree Corners. Yeah, I'm gonna stick on it. So that's an area that's like not super. It's not close, but it's not super far. Messed up. I've been searching for, so alright, you know what, let me tab out of this, it's whatever. I have been searching for rhythm games that are like decent, and the problem is that like all the ones that are on Steam right now that have good reviews, almost every single one of them requires you to be online 24/7. The second you lose connection, you end up dropping the game itself. Like the game might let you finish the song, but then it just stops and it takes you back to the main menu, and after that you cannot play the game until you connect to the internet again. It's awful. Except for, of course, if you know how to set it up, I've got Project Outfox, which I stream all the time. Usually my stream will be like, let me go ahead and load up Project Outfox in session. It's that skateboarding game, and then the next thing I know, I'm like playing like this for like an hour or two. But yeah, I've been thinking about getting a plastic guitar. Fortnite Festival. Fucking Fortnite. Fortnite Festival supports guitars right now, and as a result, I think it's like this company's Cracked or something, CRKD. they release new guitars that work with like, you know, all of the, I guess, emulated versions of like Guitar Hero. Not on purpose, but I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about that again. I don't know. Guitar Hero drives me crazy because there are songs, especially when you hit Guitar Hero 3, there are songs that you can play in real life that are easier to play on the actual guitar than they are on Guitar Hero because they're trying to make the song like difficult. Well, this song should be 5 stars an expert. No, it shouldn't. It's not that complicated. Yeah, Clone Hero. There we go. Let's go play. What's that game? What is the Ubisoft game? The guitar game. Why am I blanking on the name? Rocksmith. Rocksmith. All right, so Rocksmith came out. Rocksmith, really cool. They have like a Rocksmith 2014 edition, added more stuff. Also, pretty cool. Then, within the last couple of years, they made a new version of Rocksmith, which is great. Wow, it's all subscription based, and it's basically just playing guitar tabs. It's awful. It's so bad. So plays with my thumbs. Maybe. Can't do it. Too tired for it right now, especially with my thumbs. I have to use my full hand. I usually just like settle on like, all right, I'll be using the buttons and just use my middle finger, something like that. It's, you know, it's fake legs. Let's see if we can get a better grade of this fucking breakdown. The story with this song is that this song is whatever. This is one of the harder songs in DDR Extreme back when it came out, or maybe DDR Max too. I remember I caught the flu, missed some days from school. It was like a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so I was gonna be out the weekend, come back on Monday. And it hit Friday, and I thought I was doing better. So I decided to skate to the arcade, and I go there. I think it's like, I don't know, maybe like 3 or 4 p.m. Like it was really early in the day. I was hoping I'd be able to hang out up there, and then when everybody showed up, just hang out with them, you know, whatever. I'm there, and at the time, I'm like kind of floating between medium and hard. It was standard and heavy. And I like the song, but it was, you know, as you can see, it's a 12. It's not a 12 back then, it was like a flashy 9, which is like a hard song. One of the harder songs in the game. So, I've been sick for the week. I go out there, put my toes in the machine, hear the song, alright, let me go ahead and play this, because I've never played it on standard, whatever. See how hard the song is. Sounds cool. I didn't realize I selected heavy, which was hard. And I didn't want to waste my money because I had skated to the arcade and finished the song. I had a grape soda before I played. Proceeded to throw up the entire soda after I finished the song. Good times. Sure. Oh man. But yeah, so that was the first time I finished that song on hard. It was like a C. When I played it and just proceeded to like go to the bathroom, like, I gotta throw up. Threw up everything. Um Felt kind of off for like 30, 40 minutes, and like magically whatever like I was sick with was just kind of like slowly going away. I feel like I threw up most of it. But I felt bad because I used to go to the arcade all the time. Like I remember like asking, oh, I'll clean this up. Like it didn't get on the floor or anything like that. It was just still, it was like, man, this sucks. Um, but I remember when I finished the song, this was when I was able to like, it kind of like, I feel like this game, a lot of games have this thing where you hit like a wall, like, maybe a fighting game, like, you're having issues with a certain character, or like doing certain combos or getting over like a certain rank or whatever. And you break through that wall and you just kind of like shoot up from there. That's what this song was for me. Like I had this psychological thing where it was two major things in the game. The first one, this is really stupid. When I had started playing the game, when I was on like light and standard, and I think all my friends were playing, like everybody's like, "Oh, I'm gonna play the songs on the easiest difficulty," and then when I am able to like get a AAA on them, then I'll go to the next difficulty. I'm like, I'm gonna keep going up. Um, for me, it's so dumb thinking about it. My choking point is I would choke when I had a combo that was about to hit 100. I would get so nervous. I was like, oh man, I'm almost there. And it would just fall apart, and I would always break it. I'd hit like 89 hits or whatever, 89 combo, and all of a sudden just lose it every single time. Um, and the other was just getting through different difficulties. I think it's the way that, this is framed as hard. So if you see somebody in the arcade, playing on the same difficulty, you're like, man, that's crazy. But the thing about this difficulty is that you can also find a song like this here, which is an 8. You can find songs that fit in, like if you're not like super good and you want to play that skill, just find easier songs. Like that's what the number system is for. And once I realized that, I was like, oh, this is so much easier. This is one of my AAAs in the actual arcade. They used this on some MTV show. That's not what I wanted to do. Restart, please. Thank you. Windows, man. Say that one more time. Ugh. Yay. That's an A plus. This is not where I wanted to be, but still. Oh man. Well, I'm doing the thing, which means I might as well go to the other game that I always end up having to play. Oh, where's session? Is it? Not 11 o'clock yet. It's almost there. Almost there. Session, Pinball, and Project Outfox are like the games I like. They're great for quick bursts. There it is. This game got an update where they do an update like every like 6 months. They just don't say anything, and all of a sudden like, oh, we updated this system. They updated the animations and stuff, and it looks so much better to me. But it's nothing technically changed with the graphics. It's just the animations. Yep. Well, it's not gonna work. How do I get out of this? Like I need to load the game up and I can hold on. Dude, oh my god, it was so cool. It was so cool trying to figure out where the hell this game was because it was so jacked up. Like the potential was there. They had so much stuff in the game back then. Let's try Windows and see if this does anything. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Goes up. It took them years to get over that point. What I like to demonstrate to people is like, yeah, you would do this right here. This is fine, whatever. This is whatever, and you would just go. Let me slow down a little bit. Let's go towards this right here. You do this, and you would hit this, and your character just fall. You might be lining up for this, and you hit this at the wrong angle, and your character just falls. You gotta start back over. The idea behind this game originally was supposedly. Oh man, there's the box that somebody has that does something like that. But the idea behind this game was that they wanted to recreate 90s skate culture. Like the idea, I think the way they described it originally is like you would have like a person that might be like your filmer. Somebody else might be the skater or whatever. Maybe you have like a skater filmer and, you know, just finding spots and doing famous tricks or whatever you want to do in the game. None of that ever really panned out. There's a game coming out. Skate Story is the game that is out. That Skate Story, if you ever see that game, It's like you play as like a demon that's skateboarding, but it is a lot closer to this than you'd expect. It's closer to this than it is Tony Hawk. There's another one though. I can't remember what it's called. It is similar to this game, but what they added is they added the animations for like what I'm doing right here. Usually you do like a run-in animation. This game never had that. This game, the other game also has grabs. It also has the ability to skate like vert, which is very half-assed in this game. It's not super great in that game either, but it works a lot better. I don't know why I thought I was going to do anything there. I just found out how to do those bone dollies like a couple months ago. I've had access to this game forever. I don't know if it was always in there. The way I play the game is that I have the right stick is my right foot, the left stick is my left foot. So if I want to do a kickflip, I have to push down on my right foot, make some crouch, and then I have to flip to the left. Heel flip's the exact opposite way. If I want to do like a shove it or something like that, that's all mostly based on the back foot, or the right foot, whatever. So what that means is if I switch stances like this, there's a way where the tricks always stay the same, but right now, because my left foot is in the back, I'd have to do the exact same thing, but like opposite. Just, you know, switch stance. How do I do the thing? There you go. Well, this is my other go-to game. I'm running on like an hour of sleep, so I'm gonna go ahead and tap out for now. But hopefully, I'm hoping I can actually sleep tonight for 2 hours. Then I'll work all day tomorrow, and then I'll come home. Then I'll be exhausted. We'll see. But yeah. Thanks for stopping by, and I guess I'll be back tomorrow night. Unless what happened last night. It's 11. What happened last night is I went to sleep around now, and my dog starts whining, and I took him out on a walk. And it was a tragic walk. It was super annoying. I ended up having to carry him back home like a third of the way. By the time I got back home, like in the house with him, I had to dry him off because it had been raining the entire time too. Couldn't sleep. I was very annoyed. Like, you know, let me go ahead and play Marathon, which is when I just proceeded to die a million times. So that's where that Marathon stream came from. I wanted to check that game out again. I'm going to keep messing around with that game because I think I can see the potential there, but it's just not. What it is I don't want to kill everybody I see. Yeah, somebody at work this morning was like, "Oh man, I saw you stream last night at like 2 o'clock in the morning. What was that about?" I was like, "I was fucking pissed. That's what it was." It's not pissed. It's just like, man, I need to do something to like relax, just to like unwind. And my solution was to play a game that I'm already having mixed feelings on for like 2 hours and proceed to die almost every single time. But again, what it is with Marathon seems like it's an okay game. Maybe even good. I don't know. But it's just, I don't like, a lot of times, like, the reason I play these games that I play is because if it's not a fighting game, I'm not necessarily like sitting there wanting to pop in every shooting game and kill everything that I see. But that's what Marathon wants you to do. Marathon wants you to either like, you know, try to evade somebody or just straight up murder them. Because if you don't murder them, what'll happen is you'll be like, oh man, this person's getting screwed over. Let me help them out. And you do, and they turn around and just kill you anyway, at least in solo. So like, screw that. What I gotta do, again, is just murder people. In the video game, not in real life. But yeah. So I will be back maybe. If not, good night, and I will catch you later.